it became a normal thing. We became addicted to it. It became a normal thing that we cannot go a day without making out. I did not say anything wrong with it. And mind you, I was a virgin before I met him. So he was the one that virgin me. He's the only man that I know. So time went on. I did not see anything wrong with it. We kept doing.
Hello, people. It's your boy Skito Comedy, aka Next Governor. Today we are in the studio to do what we know how to do best. Today matter, it get as it take no one be. Today matter, a chop belle full like overfeeding dey worry this very issue. This matter, wear sneakers on top of rain boot, tie wrapper, con not tie, use gele finish up on top of another gele. This is just to tell you how serious this very issue is. This matter, na this sister here, na she bring this matter to my table. If you hear the story this young girl narrated to me, omo, things are happening. You see, behind closed doors, things are happening. But just like I said to you people, I am not going to be wasting anybody's time. In fact, there is no time to waste time. Now, straight to the point, we'll be hitting it like second after second because there is nothing to skip. Yes. All you need to do for me is just to get yourself some popcorn, sit down and relax, watch this program, listen to what this young girl have to say. Yes. But don't forget that the only way you can get through to me is by my email, skitlordcomedy@gmail.com. Now, may we dive into the matter we bring us come here this afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
All right, sister, it is because of the gravity of the story you emailed to me that is making me hide your identity. So I don't want to know your name, and I equally don't want to know the name of anybody that is involved in this very issue. But at the same time, I would want you to narrate this story to us once again. Why? Because behind you there is camera. We are recording this program and the world is watching. With me here is my seer, who by grace of God, he sees secret and deep things, and he also know when someone is telling lies. Be you who. So I will appreciate if you narrate this story to them, more especially to my seer, for him to look into it, to know the advice and solution he has to give to you concerning this very issue you brought to our table. So please speak out as you gently narrate this your story to us. Thank you.
Okay. The reason I'm here is because I've been sleeping with my stepbrother for the past 2 years.
Eweleke. Do you people hear that? Do you hear what the young girl just said? She has been sleeping with her stepbrother for the past 2 good years. No problem. Let's get to meet her for her to tell us. Let her tell us how it all started. Sister, having said that you have been sleeping with your stepbrother for the past 2 years, please, we would want to know how did it all started?
Okay. So some few years ago, my mom my mom married to this man. My mom got married to this man, and she had a son for him, but unfortunately he died. So she remarried again and had me. So the son that she had, he's my stepbrother, and I got to know him. We were very cool. This issue of step siblings not getting along was not something that I experienced. We were very cool while growing up. He was okay. We didn't have any issue. So fast forward to the point that I got admission. I got admission into school, and I applied to stay in hostel, but unfortunately I was not able to get a space. I was not able to get bed space there. So, and lectures had already started. So it happened that my stepbrother was also schooling in that school. So he told me that I can come and stay with him, while I start looking for other alternatives, while I start looking for other accommodations, since I was not able to get hostel. And I told my mom too. My mom was very okay with everything because it's my step brother now, that he's just trying to help me, that kind of thing. So I moved in with him. I came to school. He was staying in a self con. So I came to stay with him with my things while I was going to lectures from his place, also looking for other places to stay for the semester. And for the first 1 week, we did not have any issue. We were chill. There was no problem at all. But then after that first week, the second week, I started noticing some kind things that were not really okay. At first, he started bringing up these sensitive topics, these sexual topics, maybe asking me, okay, first of all, you asked me that do I have a boyfriend? And as at that point, I did not have any boyfriend. I told him no. He asked me if I was still a virgin. I told him yes, that I don't know any man. And then he'll keep asking me, oh, do I do some certain things? And I wasn't really comfortable with it at first, but he's my step brother now, so I didn't think much of it. So I just answered him innocently. And then I noticed that I usually change in front of him. Not like completely, but he's my step brother now. We're basically siblings. So if I just come out of the bedroom, I'll just, stay there and just wear my clothes and be going. But then he started looking at me with one kind, he started looking at me lustfully as we're trying to pick glances. I might be in the bedroom bathing, he will open the door slightly. At first, I kept quiet. I decided to ignore it. Maybe he will stop. But he did not stop. He kept doing it small, 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 small. And then, because he had a TV, and then if we like, okay, he would like, let's watch movie now in the night like this. If I come back from lectures, he'll be like, let's watch movies. And then he will be putting all those romance movies, all those movies that have all these sexual scenes. And at first I did not really have a problem with it, but it was becoming somehow. So most nights, like weekends, we'll watch the movie together. Maybe sometimes I will sleep off. But one day he put, I've forgotten the name of the movie, but the movie had a lot of sexual scenes in it. So he said, let us watch the movie. And then we started watching the movie. And then he started trying to make small, small conversations with me. And as he was trying to make those conversations with me, he puts his hand on my lap, on my thighs. I didn't do anything because I was like, it's my stepbrother now. He can just put his hand on my lap. There's nothing there. So he started bringing his hand up. And then from one thing, he started touching me. One thing led to another. And before you know it, we did something that night.
You guys made that.
Yes, we made out that night.
Okay.
So I did not see anything wrong with it at first. To be very honest, I did not see anything wrong with it. And he said that it was a mistake, this, that we will not do it again. This, I said, okay, no problem. We will not do it again. That is just a mistake. And then one time turned into two times, three times. We kept doing it every day, every day. It became a normal thing. We became addicted to it. It became a normal thing that we cannot go a day without making out. I did not say anything wrong with it. And mind you, I was a virgin before I met him. So he was the one that virgined me. He's the only man that I know. So time went on. I did not see anything wrong with it. We kept doing it. But we did not tell anybody because there was no how we could tell our parents that, oh, that we are sleeping together. It will sound so somehow. So at one of my friends in school, this thing kept going on for 2 years. So one of my friends in school, I don't know who were talking, and then I just brought it up to her. I did not tell her I was the one. I just told her that, oh, that a friend was telling me this. And then the way she talked about it, she was like that it is so wrong, that it's an abomination, that it is not normal, that this, that if she were the girl, that she would have left the place. And mind you that when this thing started, my stepbrother said that I should not find another place again, that she just continue staying with him, that the money that they'll be sending, that don't worry, that both of us will eat it. So I did not bother looking for accommodation anymore. I decided to stay with him, but my parents didn't know.
Okay.
So my friends, my friend, the girl that I told, she was like that, that it is very, very wrong, that it is not right at all, that it's an abomination. But she was not like that. I should advise her that she should better leave that place, so that is not good. So I told her, no worry, I will tell her. So when I go home that day, I started thinking about it, and I realized that no, that it is actually not right. And I decided to talk to my stepbrother about it, but he refused. He said no, that is nothing, that is normal. So I told him that that I don't want to do this again. He refused. He said no, that we cannot stop now. So I kept bringing it up to him. I told him that I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. So anytime that I refuse to sleep with him, anytime that I refuse to make out with him, he will be so angry. He will not talk to me, or sometimes he will even force me, because he's stronger than me. He will force me into doing it, and I cannot do anything, and I cannot shout, because if I shout now, they'll, before you know it, it will reach my parent, to reach my mom's ears, and I don't want her to know about it. I could not tell anybody about it. I could not even tell my friends. So I will cry and tell him that I want to stop this, I want to stop this. He will force me, he will get angry, he will shout on me. Sometimes it will even be like that I don't even have another place to go to, that I have to be here, so that means I have to continue doing with him. So I was scrolling through social media, and I came across your program, and how people come and confess, and you advise them on what to do. So I decided to come because I am really, really tired. This has been going on for 2 years, and it's not right again, and I want to stop. But he does not want to stop. So I said, let me come so that you advise me on what to do, because I don't know what to do again.
All right. But why all this thing was going on? Why didn't you tell your parents about it?
I couldn't tell my mom, because it will sound so somehow to her. Imagine telling your mom that I'm sleeping with my stepbrother. She will shout on me. She'll be disappointed. So I couldn't tell her. I just kept everything to myself. Only me and my stepbrother were the only person that know about this. Nobody else.
Okay, what about now? What about now that you want to stop and he's insisting that you cannot stop? So why don't you want to tell your mother now?
She will not take it lightly. I cannot tell her, because it's an abomination. She will be very, very angry with me. She will not be happy with me at all, and I don't want any problem between me and her. So I just want to try and settle this thing in, without involving her, without involving any relative. That's what I want to do. I just want to settle it just like this, without involving any relative. I don't want her to know.
Omo, things are happening. Like seriously, things are happening and we'll have to be very, very careful. A lot are going on behind closed doors that we know not. Can you just imagine? Sister sleeping with her own step brother. Let's remove this step inside. Sister sleeping with brother. Like seriously, you heard the story from her own very mouth. Like this is the height of an abomination. I am telling you guys the gospel truth. Yes. But without wasting anybody's time, let's bring Sia into this very issue and hear what Sia has to say concerning it. The young girl says she's tired, that she doesn't want to do it anymore, but the brother is still insisting they must continue. If not, I don't know, that she doesn't have anywhere to go. She says she's here to seek for an advice on how to go about this whole issue. So please, as Sia is advising the young girl, I would want you also to cook up your own advice, what to say to this girl on how to go concerning this very issue. But first, let's hear what Sia has to say concerning it. Sia, ekenekwa gị nke ukwuu. Nwatakịrị nwaanyị a nọ n'obi anyị si na ihe butere ya n'obi anyị bụ maka na ya na nwanne ya nwoke na-eme mmekọ kemgbe afọ ịbụọ ruo n'ụbọchị nke taa. Ọ sị na ya bụ ihe malitere mgbe nne ya nụrụ di ọzọ. Mgbe ọ nụrụ ya bụ di, na ya bụ di ahụ ọ nụrụ amụgo otu nwatakịrị nwoke, wee nụzie ya bụ di wee mụta ya nwa n'ebe a. Ọ sị na ihe niile na-aga ọfụma, na esemokwu adịrọkwanụ n'etiti ya na nwanne ya nwoke ahụ, na udo dị, ha na-ebi ọfụma na-emekọ ọfụma ọfụma. Ọ sị wee ruo mgbe o nwetara akwụkwọ eji aga mahadum. Ọ sị na mgbe o bidoro ya bụ akwụkwọ, na ọfụlọ ebe ọ ga-ebi, na ọ chọchara ụlọ ebe ọ ga-ebi na ọfụlọ. Na mgbe ahụ ka nwanne ya nwoke si ya bịa ka ha ịbụọ biri, maka na ya bụ nwanne ya nwoke na-aga akwụkwọ na ya bụ mahadum. Ọ sị na otu a ka ya na nwanne ya nwoke si wee bido biwe. N'izu nke mbụ na owelo na ha bi ọfụma na onwere ihe na-eme, mana izu nke ịbụọ wee ruo, ya bụ nwanne ya nwoke ahụ bido na-akpasị ya nkata dị aṅaa, nkata na-adịcharọ mma, dịcha na-ata ntị arụ. Mana ọ sị na onwere ihe o were ya bụ ihe, maka na onye a bụ nwanne ya nwoke, na onwere ihe o bu n'obi. Ọ sị ya bụ nwata nwoke nọkata, ọ jụọ ya na ọmago nwoke, ọ sịe mba. Ọ jụọ ya na o wee yi nwoke, ọ sịe mba. N'oge ụfọdụ ọ na-anọkwa n'ihu ya bụ nwanne ya nwoke na-agbanwe akwa ya, na onwere ihe o ji ya kpọrọ, bịa na o mechie nwanne ya nwoke bịa na-ewe anya dị aṅaa n'igbu ya bụ ihe nkenke. Ọ sị na otu ụbọchị ha wee nọ na-ekiri ihe onyonyo. Ọ sị na ihe onyonyo ahụ na ebu nwoke na nwaanyị na-emekọ mmekọ orike na ya bụ ihe. Ọ sịkwa na ọ bụrụ ụbọchị a ka ha bido kiriwe, na ha dị na mgbe ekiribu ya bụ ihe. Na ebe ha nọ na-ekiri ya bụ ihe ka nwanne ya nwoke bido kpawe ya aka ebe dị aṅaa, metụwe ya aka dị aṅaa. Ọ sị bifo ị mara ihe na-eme, ha eme mmekọ, ha edina onwe ha. N'otu a ka ha si wee bido mewezie ya bụ ihe wee na-aga, na okwerekwe ịgwa mmadụ. O wee ruo one day, otu ụbọchị, na ya na enyi ya nwaanyị na-akpa nkata, na ọ mara mgbe o ji wee kwuite ya bụ okwu, mana ọ gwara enyi ya nwaanyị ahụ ka ọ mara na ọ ya ka ya bụ ihe na-eme. Na mgbe ọ gwara ya bụ enyi ya nwaanyị ya bụ ihe, enyi ya nwaanyị wee gwa ya na ya bụ ihe baa alụ, na ya ga-agwa onye ahụ na ya kwụsị ya bụ ihe, ya si ebe ahụ na ha emezina ya bụ ihe, na ọ dịrọ mma. Ọ sị na mbọsị ahụ ka o bido ya bụ ihe ji wee gbatị ya n'obi na ihe ha na-eme adịrọ mma, maka na mgbe mbụ na o nwere ihe o ji ya kpọrọ, na ọ fụrụ ya asị ihe dị mma. Ọ sị na mbọsị ahụ ka ọ nara wee kpọọ nwanne ya nwoke ahụ wee gwa ya na ihe dị otu a na ha ga-akwụsị ya, mana nwanne ya nwoke ahụ ajụ. Ọ sị na otu a ka nwanne ya nwoke si wee jụ. N'oge ụfọdụ nwanne ya nwoke chi imetụ ya ka ọ jụ, o wewe iwe. Oge ụfọdụ ọ dakpu ya n'ike, mana ọ sị na ike agwụgwụ ya, na o nwere ike ịgwakwanụ nne na nna ha, na ọ marụ ka ha ga-esi fụ ya bụ ihe, na o nwekwana ike iti mkpu ọ ịkpọ ndị mmadụ ka bịa nyere ya aka, maka na ọ chọrọ ihe ifele na ezinụlọ ha. Na ya mere o ji wee dobe ya bụ ihe n'onwe ya. Wee fụzi ihe anyị na-eme na soshal midia, wee sị ka o zitere anyị ozi ka anyị gbatara ya ọsọ enyemaka. Ọ sị na ọ chọrọ ndụmọdụ ka ọ ga-esi wee gaa ya bụ ihe, ka o si n'ọnọdụ a wee pụta na ike agwụgwụ ya. Nwee sị gị biko dododo na etufuru oge ọbụla, nebagodo anya na ya bụ ihe ka ị gwa m ihe ị were ikwu n'okwu a nwatakịrị nwaanyị a butere n'obi anyị n'ụbọchị nke taa. Ekenekwa gị nke ukwuu. Okay, Sia wants to say something. Sia biko gaa n'iru ka ị gwa m ihe ị were ikwu n'okwu a. Ana m ege ntị.
Enwero ndụmọdụ karịrị na a chọrọ ohere kpọta ya bụ nwatakịrị nwoke bụ nwanne ya ka a nọrọ ebe a kọwalụ ha, ma ọ bụ na fa amarọ, ka a marụ na ifefa na-eme bụ nnukwute alụ.
Okay, Sia said there is no advice he needs to give to you other than inviting this your stepbrother down to this studio, to our studio, so that he will be able to explain to you guys that what you people are doing are evil. It is an abomination in the eyes of God and man. Should, in case you people do not understand that it is an evil something, is an evil something, that let us explain to you people for you guys to understand. See ya, ana m anụ ihe ị na-ekwu.
maka na ha nwee ike ha na-eme nya bụ ife ha amarọ ntaramahụhụ na ihe ha na-eweta n'ime ndụ ha site n'ihe a ha na-eme.
See, I say you people might be doing this thing without knowing the consequences, without knowing the problem you are creating within yourselves because of this lifestyle, this thing you are doing. See ya, ana m anụ ihe ị na-ekwu.
maka na nya bụ ife na-ejide ezinụlọ tipịa anya bụ ezinụlọ ama nnọzi maka ihe ọzọ.
See, I say because this kind of life you people are living, this kind of art, that it destroys family. It takes family backwards. It brings failure, misfortune, and the rest of them. See ya, ana m anụ ihe ị na-ekwu.
Ya bụ na anyị achọ ụzọ a ga-esi zọpụta mmadụ na-abụọ n'ajọ ife a ha na-eme.
See, I said that is to say we are going to find a way of saving this young girl and the said stepbrother from this act they are indulging in. Yes, the lifestyle is not good. See ya, ana m anụ ihe ị na-ekwu.
Ya bụ chọọ ụzọ na ohere ị ga-esi mee ka ya bụ nwanne ya nwoke ọ na-ekwu maka ya bịa ebe a.
Okay, Sia said I should find a way of inviting this her brother down to the studio. So, sister, this your stepbrother you are talking about, where is he right now?
He's in school.
He's in school.
Yes.
Can we get, if we want to see him, like we want to invite him down to the studio, will he accept to come?
He will accept.
He will accept.
To him. Yes, I will talk to him. He will accept.
All right. Okay. See what you will do for me. You give me his number first. Okay. Just give me his number. Okay. All right. See ya bụ nwatakịrị nwanyị enyego m nọmba nwanne ya nwoke. O wee ihe ọzọ iwe ikwu n'okwu a ka m gaa n'iru chọọ ofele m ga-eji mee ka ya bụ nwanne ya nwoke bịa n'obi anyị n'ụbọchị nke taa.
Gaba n'ilu chọọ ụzọ ka ime ka ya bụ nwata nwoke bịa, maka na ọ bụ ebe afọ ka nke bụ ọlụ dị, maka na ebe nwata nwaanyị a nọ ya nwe ekpebigo n'onwe ya na ọ chọrọ ịkwụsị ya.
Okay, Sia said I should find a way of making the young man come here because that is where all the work lies. Because this young girl here has already made up her mind not to do it again. Yes. That is only on the brother, is only on the part of the brother that this work is supposed to be done. See, ana m anụ ihe ị na-ekwu.
Ya bụ n'etufughị oge ọbụla gaba n'iru.
All right, Sia said without wasting time, I should go ahead to invite the young man down to the studio. So, people, you guys have heard the story. You heard her story, and you equally heard what Sia said concerning it. There is no advice other than bringing the brother down to the studio. So, please tell us how you feel, and without wasting anybody's time, click on the share button right now. Share this video as many times as you can. And as you do so, I want you to stay tuned as I invite the young man down to the studio to come and tell us his own side of the story. Let's hear what he has to say. Then Sia will now know what to do about it. So I beg you, I beg you, stay tuned to see how all this thing is going to play out as I invite the young man down to the studio. Thank you.